I'm always a little skeptical when a company claims they finally solved a problem that dozens of other companies just haven't. And this was me when I started looking for a new deodorant. I wanted something that actually kept me dry and controlled odor. But especially, I didn't want it to contain aluminum. I've known for years that aluminum was not something I should be putting directly on my body, but until now I hadn't done anything about it. And now I was going to do something about it. My name's Dan Pricopio. If you've watched many of my videos, you already know something about me. I don't recommend products real often. When I do, it's usually because I've spent my own money. I use them myself, not getting paid to use them, and they've honestly made my life a little better. And today's one of those products. I wasn't willing to try a bunch of different products to see which worked the best. I just don't have the time for that, okay? Or the energy or the money to do all of that, buy a bunch of different ones and see how they work. And there really didn't seem to be a whole lot of them available that had the specific things that I wanted anyway. I decided to start looking online through different searches and see if there were any that stood out. I checked product claims, lots and lots of reviews. I'm active, and it doesn't take long for me to start sweating and not too much longer for people to start noticing that I'm around, if you know what I mean. Many of the products I found seemed to have possibilities, but when I narrowed it down to products that could be an effective antiperspirant and a deodorant, the field got really small. Many were only antiperspirants, and I guess that's okay, but I ended up settling on one, it's called HyperDri. And I have to tell you, I'm really impressed, really impressed. I have used it now every day for a little over 2 months. Still have some in the bottle, so that's a good thing. It's worked better than I expected. I kept thinking that maybe it wasn't warm enough for me to really judge if it was working. I had torn my rotator cuff, so I was not working out as hard at the gym. And then it got really hot, and I finally got my answer. This stuff is amazing. Yes, I did start to sweat when I went out for a longer run or a harder workout, but that was to be expected. Nothing's perfect, right? However, in my daily activities, I was staying dry and smelling good, okay? Wow. After the first month, I told my girlfriend she should try it. She sweats very little, but works out regularly and very hard. And she had been noticing that she was noticing an odor on her body more often and did not like it. Actually, she had never, or for the last 20 years, hadn't really used the deodorant. But since this was happening for her, I decided to order her a bottle too. And within a week, she was letting me know that how great it was working. I figured if she wasn't happy with it, I would take her bottle and use it for me. But since she's loving it, I had to go ahead and order another for me to have as a backup. I've been using it now, like I said, for about 2 solid months, and I really can't say nothing good about it. You're probably thinking that it might be expensive. It is. It's $25 for this little bottle. But it kind of squirts out just like a little, enough for one underarm at a time, and you go ahead and put it on there. And so I thought it was really interesting. It's a hard plastic, so you really can't see how much is in here. But I did order another one just in case I don't get enough time out of this. They are a little slow on getting an order, but it comes pretty good. Now it is aluminum free, and from all accounts, everything I've read about it, it's very safe, okay? But they're just being about careful. They put some things on there, and about warnings and that kind of thing. If you have open wounds or things like that, obviously you don't want to use it. So you want to go to their website and double check if there's anything in there that you need to be concerned about. But I like to put certain things on here. I've done a number of different products, but this is one of the products that I honestly think it deserves a look. And like I said, if you decide to try Hyperlink, I have put a link in here. And I've just signed up to become an Amazon associate. So I figured, hey, if you really like it and you think it's worth it, you might click on my link in the description. And yes, I'm going to make a small commission. That's not why I did it, though. I'm telling you, this stuff is really good. And without the aluminum in it, and you smell great, and it takes a while for you to sweat. Let me know. Did it work as well for you as it did for me? Did you discover any tips that made it even better? Leave a comment below. I read every one of them. And until next time, I'm Dan Pricopio. Glad you took care of the time to come to my channel. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, and really have a phenomenal